Hello! Now I am going to be very British today and talk about the weather. Oh my goodness, haven't the summer holidays got off to a wet start? Wet and a little bit chilly if I'm honest. Come back summer, all is forgiven and I need some sunshine please. Now we've had 2 days where it has been non-stop rain and we have been stuck indoors. On one hand, I was quite pleased in a way because we're all really tired and we could do with an excuse to hibernate, hunker down and not really have to leave the house. But on the other hand, I have 2 5-year-olds to entertain and they get bored, they get antsy and they get on my nerves. We do the usual stuff, we do a bit of crafting, we do some baking. Lego is always a winner, although, oh my word, Lego everywhere. I need to sort our Lego storage out. That is definitely something for another video, another day. We do also have some firm favourites that we tend to roll out when we are indoors for the day. One thing that is a massive treat for the kids is going to the cinema, but it is so expensive. So we have found a cheaper way to recreate that at home. The kids make their own tickets. Sometimes if I'm lucky, they make me a ticket too if I'm invited. Then I make some popcorn on the hob. I normally have some sweets. I pop in a little pot, a drink with a straw in it. I put it all onto a tray, carry it through to the living room, and they settle down on the sofa and eat that, watch a film. Sometimes I join them, or another time I might do stuff around the house while they're quiet in one place. The other thing that we do that the kids love doing and are obsessed with is den building. When they were smaller, I used to have quite a lot of input in that. I used to have to make the den for them and then they would play in it. But now they love to get creative and do it themselves and they make the most amazing dens. They can turn their whole bedroom into a den and they play in it for hours. They're really creative about it, have little lights underneath, they set up little games. Sometimes the only argument is that they want to sleep in it and so far I haven't let them do that. But one thing I do sometimes is I put a big blanket or throw over the dining table and they have dinner under there on the floor, so it's like in a den. They call it a den dinner. The last thing that we've been doing more and more often recently is treasure hunts. We have 2 ways that we do this. Sometimes we do the clues and we make them sort of picture clues. So we draw something from around the house and the kids have to race off to find it and then they find their next clue. But now they're really into their reading and writing a lot more. They like to do the clues for us. So it can be interesting trying to decipher a 5-year-old's spelling and writing to work out where you're supposed to be going. But it's really good for them to do and they get a lot of enjoyment out of doing that. Those are sort of some of our basic activities that we do. One thing I'm determined to try out this summer is a board jar where you put lots of little activities on pieces of paper, stick it in a jar, and then when the inevitable, I'm bored, I don't know what to do, comes through, then they can pick something out of the jar. I'm going to put some chores in there too because, to be honest, mine don't do a lot around the house, they're only 5. So it still has that novelty value. So the other day I got Alfie vacuuming and he absolutely loved it. He was having a complete ball because it's like this power tool and he thought he was such a big grown-up boy. So yeah, I'm going to fit some chores in and then some little treats and some sort of activities like a little mini obstacle course, or the last 2 days my 2 have had endless fun whizzing down our stairs on a mattress. So those are some of our activities. I would absolutely love to hear your suggestions because I'm always looking out for good ideas of extra things we could be doing. So leave them in the comments if you've got some great tips. Give me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed this and I will see you back here next week. Cheerio!